We're now with Anne from the Comox Valley Transition Society. She's a program coordinator there, as well as really involved with the Walking with Our Sisters initiative that kind of started, I think it was last year, Anne?
It was last summer, yes.
Yeah, so we're just going to have a chat about that project and what it's seen over the last few years and a few of the takeaways.
Okay.
Thanks, Anne.
So we were invited by two women from the Comox First Nation, Ramona Johnson from iHouse Gallery and Lee Everson, to participate in a sort of key coordination role with Walking with Our Sisters, and we jumped at the opportunity to do that because at Transition Society we have worked with a lot of Indigenous women over the years. We're really aware of the issues around missing and murdered Indigenous women, and so we wanted to be a part of the project.
And so what plans do you have for this year moving forward with the project?
Well, moving forward, around the same time that Walking with Our Sisters was happening, I had secured funding for a couple of years for an Aboriginal outreach worker, and so we've been developing more programming that better fits the cultural needs of some of the Indigenous women who come through our programs. So the Aboriginal outreach worker can kind of walk beside women and help to connect them or reconnect them to culture if that's a support that would be really helpful to them. So, but while we're doing that, we're wanting to integrate that kind of knowledge and expertise into everything that we do. And I personally, see, well, in our agency too, we really see that as being reconciliation work. How do we become better at understanding what the needs are? How do we learn more? There is so much to learn here.
So the whole concept of healing through culture, have you received any feedback from the women who have been impacted by this at all?
Yeah, well, a lot of appreciation for having it recognized that they do have cultural needs that aren't typically met very well in a lot of social service settings or in women's services. So a lot of appreciation for that. And we're continuing to be involved in different initiatives in the community. In October, there's going to be a red dress project that's going to go for a week. So there will be red dresses hanging around the community. There will be film nights that kind of focus on the issue of missing and murdered women. There will be a number of different activities that will happen in October, and we're very involved in supporting that and being part of it.
Thank you, Anne. And so if viewers are interested in staying connected as to all these projects, these events that you have planned in the future, how can they find out that information?
The very best way is to go on Facebook and look for Honoring Our Sisters, Comox Valley, because as things are coming up, we're posting them there. That's the best way, and we're using that Facebook page as a way for other initiatives that are happening in the community that are kind of related to this to also be promoted there. So we have a couple of thousand followers on that Facebook page, so it's a good place to find information about what's happening.
Great. Okay, thank you very much for your time, Anne.